a news out today about Big U requesting to be off jail for a little while so he can go to his son's funeral.
That's normal. That's normal. A lot of people get the opportunity while in prison to come home to a loved one funeral.
Okay.
With him being high risk, they're not going to let him come. They got to spend so much money to hire the deputies, to watch him, to drive to the funeral and back. So I don't think the family going to be able to do that. Or I don't know if they want to do that.
Okay.
But they might not grant him that with all the stuff going on with him, and then considering the road of 60. They might think he's trying to break out, or we're trying to break out.
Yeah.
And they don't want that back. So they're denied.
So if he, I mean, because I think it also said that he was offering to pay for the expense of him being out. Would that change? Do you think that would impact it? Like, no.
Even if, well, the family has to pay for it, but they have to grant it. If they don't grant it because of the shape, high risk,
Right.
you're looking at so many years, they're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I understand that. I think it is kind of high risk for them. Yeah.
So, he's going to sit there and just imagine what he's going to be going through the day of the funeral.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of guys break down.
Yeah.
You know, couldn't go through another funeral. And some cause chaos in the penitentiary. Some of them just stay in their cell and sleep it off.
Yeah.
So, with you, I don't know.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about the son being died and the way that he was treated on the street?
I look at it like this. We all live the game banging life, right? Me personally, everything that came with it, I've been shot 4 different occasions. I had to accept that. I lost my brother by street violence. I had to accept that. The life we live and the things that we choose to do while living in the ring, it has a big impact on family, not self. He gone. You know, rest in peace, but, you know, if you in the street living a certain kind of way, sooner or later, it's going to catch you.
Yeah.
And it caught up with him like many others.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
just the way it goes.
Yeah. I mean, does that, I know that that's just a part of it, a part of being in that world, but is it, I mean, does that affect you though? Like, you know that could possibly happen, but then like, does that make you want to get better, to get out of it, to, you know what I mean? Like when it does happen?
No, my mentality was, I'm living this life. It didn't matter whether I went to prison. It didn't matter. Every time I got shot, I got up. Yeah. And I was back in the streets. I got shot again, I was back in the streets. It's just the life we live. Yeah. And all of these guys out here that living, the majority of them, we accept that life. Yeah. You know, I can walk in the front yard and shots fired. I get hit. I'm in the wrong place at the wrong time. I get hit. Every time I'm in the wrong place. So everybody out there expect this to happen. Mm-hmm. You know, I didn't came close to death. 1980, first shot, I was shot right here in the chest. I had a couple of my friends die in my arms. It was do what you do the next day or that night. Yeah. It wasn't, no, we don't think about it. It wasn't until I lost my brother, Buntry. with the death row situation. It wasn't until I seen it up close. It wasn't like losing my grandfather. It wasn't like losing my father. The pain was different for me. When I lost my brother, I seen my mother, my sisters. I saw their face. And it made me reflect on all the things that I did in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I've hurt a lot of families. Not the victim, but I hurt a lot of families.
Yeah.
By just doing one thing. I hurt a lot of people. And I realized that hurting one person, I was hurting hundreds of people by hurting that one person. And 2002, I couldn't do it no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it takes a big man.
Yeah, it does. It takes a big man to be able to say that and and walk away from that life. Yeah.
Well, learning and understanding and then living that life. And I thank God now because I made it to be 60 years old.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends didn't make it to 15,
Yeah.
18. Some of them even had kids. And it was only, it's continue doing what I'm doing, or I know I'm gonna be in prison for the rest of my life. So, helping my brother, I just decided to walk away. The same thing with me, I'm doing too much. And accepting God in my life, it's made it easier. It made my transition easier. But me personally, by building a name and having the name in the streets, you still got to be the same person. Or you can lose your life.
Yeah.
So you never can get away from it. Just change your life and just be better and different. And that's where I'm at today.
Yeah.
Cool.
Makes sense. Yeah.
All right. So, okay, Jeff Pearlman interviewed you for his book about Tupac. How did that interview come about?
Who did that? Jeff Pearlman.
Yeah.
Well, I've talked to a lot of people about Tupac, about Death Row, about my role in Death Row, you know, being the first one fresh out of prison, and Suge coming and getting at me about, you know, his vision. So it don't bother me doing an interview and talking to people. Personally, me and Tupac, I didn't hang with the guys that worked with Death Row because I was different. I still had a little that gang banging mentality in me. Snoop Dogg and all of them were Crips. So I didn't parlay with them like that. My job was to protect them. Snoop Dogg trial, I protected him and made sure his people didn't come to court and violate him. So I sat in court every day. But I was a blood, and it was my job. I got paid for it. Other than that, I didn't interact with those guys. Did I like what I saw in Tupac? No. So everybody say the things that they say, I can beg to differ. You know, the first time I ever heard of Tupac, Tupac was a Crip. Whoever he dealt with, he was loyal to that crew. I didn't find that to be when he wanted to be from my neighborhood.
Okay.
I gang banged at 12 years old. And like I tell everybody that interviewed me about him, I was a gang member at 12. I was getting kicked out of school in the 3rd grade. I shot my first person at 12, 11, 10, 9, 7, at 11 years old, my baby brother. Maybe around 11, 12 years old. So Tupac coming to be from my neighborhood, I wasn't standing for it. And, you know, everybody just asked me basic questions about Tupac. Didn't really deal with him. Didn't really like his swagger.
Why
Um,
not?
uh, him being arrogant, him thinking that money can influence the street life. Like I said, I've been shot 4 different occasions. Either one of them could have took my life from 1980 all the way. So him coming in and then me personally knowing Suge and knowing Suge is not about that life, I wouldn't have him. Can't come here and do that.
Yeah.
So, did you read the book that Jeff
No.
wrote? No. Okay.
The majority of the books I read about hip hop and everything, this culture, 70% lies.
Yeah.
Well,
They can't do a documentary without fabricating the truth or without keeping something out of the truth. I know they done tried it 3 times with me. If I can't tell my truth and be 100 with my truth, I turn them down every time.
Yeah. Okay, so now you say you shot your brother. What happened?
I was in the street. I had some other guns with me, and me and my other brother and my friends hanging out, on some gang banging, patrolling the neighborhood. Came home. I went to put those particular weapons up. I didn't see the ones that was there. So I went looking for my baby brother. And him and his friends was across the street playing cops and robbers. And I snatched the gun from him. What if it was pop? And I shot him in the nose. It came out. It stuck in his back teeth, and he spit the bullet out with his tooth.
wow.
Now, was that Buntry or Timmy?
That was Timmy. It was an accident. A lot
Yeah.
of people get it twisted when I tell the story. That was my baby brother, and me and Buntry was a protector. I felt a certain kind of way, and it made me more violent. The thought of me almost killing my baby brother.
Yeah. That's
I
hard.
wouldn't have the nephews, I wouldn't have the nieces, I wouldn't have had the good times I had with him. I'd have lost everything right then and there. Like when I lost Buntry. I lost everything when Buntry passed or was killed. And I can say that because I was a gang member all my life.
Yeah, that's all
Yeah.
you knew. That's
Yeah.
all you knew.
And I lost my brother to everything I gave my life for, being a gang member. And I lost my brother to friends. That was the ultimate betrayal for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I get that. So, speaking of Buntry, before death row, he was locked up. What was he locked up for?
You name it. Uh, a lot of the guys in the neighborhood was going to jail and then graduated to the penitentiary by trying to maintain and have money in their pocket. So they did what we call by anything necessary to have money in your pocket and live a certain way, to get a car and all that. And then Buntry was involved in a drive-by shooting. This is the stupidest thing. We had a fight over this. And he went out, and the the Crips were at a park having a meeting. And my brother went out wanting to disrupt this meeting, and they seen the police seen them. They came into a high-speed chase. it was a Mexican lady in front of them that wouldn't move out the way so they can get around and keep going. So they had to jump out the car. They couldn't bag up because they was in a vehicle that didn't have no reverse. Ain't that stupid? So they had to jump out the car. Buntry went up under a house. They sent the dogs up under the house, and he choked out the police dog.
Wow.
Buntry was
They
wild.
gave him 9 years. They gave him 9 years on assault on a police officer.
Wow. Wow.
It's a dog.
Same thing though.
I know, but it's a freaking dog.
I
Man. Come
know,
on.
I know, but it is the same thing. They treat him the same way.
Yeah, gave him 9 years for a police dog.
Wow.
So when he got out, when he got out, how did he end up being on death row?
Well, when he was on S time, meaning you got a week or two left, I told him don't worry about nothing. When he came home, I'm gonna introduce him to Suge, and from there, Buntry started hanging with Suge every day.
Okay.
Every day, I didn't want to go and fly to New York, North Carolina. I didn't want to do that with Suge no more. And Buntry took that place, and they became cool. Buntry started liking the money, and he stuck around.
Cool.
So did Suge treat?
Everybody did.
Oh.
Huh?
Did Suge treat Buntry well then, while they were working together?
It was more than Buntry there. It was at least 20 of us there. And I would say Buntry got treated better than most of them. As far as Buntry might have been making $2,500 every 2 weeks, $3,000, opposed to some of the homies making $800 every 2 weeks, $500 every 2 weeks. So certain people got paid different. So if we look at it that way, yeah, Buntry got treated better than most.
Okay. So now, fast forward, Buntry passed away in 2002 or 2001. How do you feel about Suge handling the funeral and everything else?
I'm gonna say this. He half-assed did what he promised my mother he was gonna do. And he came to the house and he told Moms the funeral, the headstone, everything gonna be taken care of, as well as little Alton. He paid for the funeral, we had the services, but I think a year later we went to visit Buntry, the headstone, never got it. In the middle of that, Lil Alton car got repoed and repossessed and all that. My family had to come to the rescue on every promise that he made. And it sure pissed me off. And the only thing that really kept me from really going there, y'all are the first one to hear this. How could I be mad at him and me claiming to be a man to pay and take care of something that's dear to me? So I really couldn't be mad at Suge for not paying this and not doing that. That's when I knew as a man I should have stood up. My little brother should have stepped up. My family, they stepped up and did their thing. But I feel Buntry in that aspect. But Suge having the money to do so, it should have been done.
That's true.
Well, and he promised to do it. I mean, he said so. He didn't keep his word. I mean, that's
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it works two ways.
yeah.
It works both ways, and Suge know what I was going through at the time. Suge understood everything, and it's so much I can say about Suge Knight, his character, the whole nine. And you know, I truly believe that Buntry is gone because of me. And I say because of me because I introduced him to Suge. I should have kept doing what I was doing with Suge because I had the control. Suge can't tell me to do nothing. I had the control. And I thought that that's what Buntry was going to bring to, you know, Death Row. And then everybody else started coming.
Yeah.
What we thought was a good thing winded up to be a terrible thing for the 14 guys that lost their lives behind Death Row. People outside of our organization, our crew, you know, and I'm only counting my 14. I'm not counting the other people that was beat up, pissed on, stepped on. It's just so many people that was affected by Death Row.
So now,
many people.
did you beat anybody because of Suge, or piss on anybody because of Suge?
Did I do what? Did I beat anybody?
Yeah.
I'd be crazy. I plead the fifth.
I understand.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Yeah, no, we're good.
Let me say this. We fought a lot of people that thought they were like us. Death Row made it a business to show people that they wasn't tough. Because Death Row employees was proving a point and wanted to prove a point, had to prove a point to other people from here to New York to Cancun to wherever Death Row was at, that it was nobody better than us. It wasn't nobody more gangster than us. And every guy that was on Death Row were penitentiary. I'm ready to die for this kind of guy. So didn't nobody care.
Oh.
That made the difference.
Yeah. So was Suge a gangbanger with you? Like,
You mean growing up?
or just at any point?
Growing up, Suge mom and daddy didn't allow him to hang in the hood. You can come out on the porch in front or do whatever, but you ain't walking around no corners. You ain't gonna be caught on no corner with those boys. Suge has never wore a bandana in his back pocket. Suge has never threw up a pee. Suge has never lived that lifestyle until 1988 when, and I think I'm home maybe 3 days, and he come to my house. Never been a gang member in his life.
So what changed? Why did he become this persona? Like, you know.
Well, I tried to figure that out because when me and Suge first started, we started with Fern Hill Records with a guy named Thomas Klein out of Beverly Hills. And Suge wasn't living like that. Suge had some kind of a certain reputation about him because of Big West, his cousin, that ran Capitol Records. And Big West was a known force in the music business. And Suge did bodyguard work for him. And that's how Suge became and known for, you know, Heavy D and all these guys, Guy, New Edition, and all these people through his cousin. So Suge was never standing on his own 2 feet. That rah-rah dude, never in his lifetime. I can tell y'all so many stories about damn near about to beat Suge ass, and he paid me for it. He paid me not to beat him up. He paid me not to.
No, you can tell us. I'm all ears, man. I'm all ears.
Yeah. I caught Suge one. Well, let me tell you this. We was all finna do a video in front of my house, and Dr. Dre came with the Chronic, the car, that he was going to do the car with the video. And it overheated. So Suge asked me, can he park it in my driveway? Yeah, pull it in my driveway. I get my little homie to fix it. So I got my little homie to fix it. Suge didn't want to pay. He didn't want to pay my little homeboy. So I told him, keep it pushing. Nigga, you gonna come with a check, you gonna give him a nice check for fixing it, or get on. So he called and asked, can he get the car? No, it's my car now.
Wow.
Dre asked for the car. No, it's my car. So for months, I hopped in it, hit the switches, I'm doing everything. And Suge came, can I get the car? I don't see a check. I just gave you a check. I want another one. And I got about 3 or 4 checks before I gave the car back. And I took the rims, I took the hydraulics, I took the rag top off it, the music, I stripped it. And then I gave it back to him on bricks. Now you can have it. But I had to prove a point to him. You asking the wrong nigga and you playing with the wrong, ML. I'm here. So, he telling everybody what he gonna do. I'm letting everybody see what I did. I took it and I got paid for it. And no arguments, no nothing else. Another incident, me, my little homeboy, Zeke and Boomer caught Suge at the burger stand. He been talking too much. So the little homies tell me where he at, we get in the car, we go catch him. He's with my brother Buntry, he's with Neckbone George and Suge and Rock Chisholm. Suge, come here. What's going on? So tell me what you've been saying. I ain't said nothing. I'm gonna slap the fuck out you if you don't tell me what you said. Well, Boomer, tell him what he said. Boomer said it, and Suge said, no, they just want you to be mad at me. Listen, nigga, come over here. He started bagging up from me, and I didn't hit him that day. I went up to Death Row and got a check. I got a check for not slapping the shit out of him. And Reggie Wright and everybody else will tell you, if I wanted something, I just get mad at Suge and I go up there and get a check. I don't have to whip his ass. I don't have to work with him. I don't have to hang with him. I call him a bitch and I go up there and get a check.
Wow.
So how much? How much will he pay you? The check be?
Some checks was $1,500. Some checks was $2,000. It all depends.
No.
But I'm telling everybody.
Yeah.
That's how. No, it wasn't extortion, because everybody, and we all knew this. And I tell everybody that we are as much to blame as Suge, because we allowed a lot of things to happen. Now we have a Suge Knight crying wolf and saying he this, he that. You've been convicted of 1 murder. You only been convicted of 1 murder. You lucky fuck. And I'm more lucky than it because I haven't been convicted. I have still accused of it, but I have never been convicted of it. So when Suge had all these guys and all these guys is beating up people and doing everything else, Suge is telling the people of today that he had no clue that none of this shit was going on. People were getting bonuses if they knocked out somebody. Suge would give you a bonus. Suge would nod and shake his head, and everybody knew if Suge looked a certain kind of way, people got their ass whooped.
Wow.
But now today he seems like he innocent, he didn't know nothing. He can honestly say that he's in jail because he was kidnapped. Man, you killed somebody out of fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, to me, that day, I think had Suge came out and fight him like a man, like fist fight him, he would still be out here on the street.
Yeah.
But he tried to run away. That's why he ran him over.
Yeah.
I can understand him trying to get out of the way. What I don't understand is he ran him over and backed up, and Suge didn't come back to fight or see what's happening. That man that was laying on the street did so much, and what these cats call the community, I call it the neighborhood. He did so much, and Terry Carter didn't live for himself. Outside of his family, he took care of a lot of the homeboys. He took care of a lot of the homies that fell victim to cocaine, PCP, victim to the state penitentiary. He was looking out for a lot of people. And out of fear, he's not here no more. And Suge is lucky. He's only been convicted of one murder.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there's a guy named Choke No Joke, and he's saying that you are Crip affiliated. Is that true?
Crip affiliated?
Yeah.
Choke No Joke must don't live in LA or Compton. I got family that's Crips.
Okay.
I have friends that was from a childhood that was Crips. I know a lot of Crips. A lot of my best friends right now in the day, Choke No Joke, are Crips. But they know where I'm from. If you ever understand the word ride or die, you ride or die with your family, your friends, your real niggas. Choke No Joke. You ain't never lived that life. You ain't never lived my life. So all that Crip affiliated, yeah, I got family that's Crips. I got my best friends that are Crips. But if I go to their neighborhood, they come to mine. They know the difference. And I let everybody know, he from Hoover. He from Hoover. And don't nobody touch him. When I'm in their hood, this my homeboy, Mob James, Piru from the mob, from Compton. And I'm good. So Choke No Joke don't know the difference between real motherfuckers and these fake cats to say, oh, I could never side with, or I can never do this with. I don't even pay attention to them people because none of them are inside of my circle.
Yeah.
Choke No Joke, that other cat that be speaking on Reggie, I asked Reggie, why do you allow these cats to run their mouth the way they do as if they know you? They got Reggie as a straight hitman. Like everybody is dead because of him. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
People don't want to understand that Orlando Anderson, these were key players. When that man got his ass whooped at the MGM, the only reason why he felt he had to retaliate, he couldn't go back to the hood and say he got whooped on by a rapper. Ain't no more respect for that. And everything that didn't and wouldn't argue with him or want to fight him, they would have when he made it back home if nothing wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
So that's my Choke No Joke, people that never lived this life and truly lived in that war zone, in that battle, cannot just start a podcast and get to talking like you from that world.
Yeah.
If you live in a different state, your state is totally different from mine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I done seen the casualties. I done seen the blood. I know what comes out of your ear when you get shot in the head. I done seen it all.
Yeah.
I've seen it. I still think about it sometimes, but I'm used to it. Don't bother me. I'm good.
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
So speaking of Orlando, you were in Vegas the night Tupac got shot. What was your job at that night?
My job, I was running 662, the club. And my job was to make sure if those cats came up there and they was on one, my job was to handle the situation.
Okay.
So, did you have any interaction with Southside Crips that night?
No, we saw him pull up in the Cadillac. We saw him pull up by the bus station right next to the club.
Mm.
But like KPD tried to say, they was about to pull in the back. That would have been the worst mistake he ever made in his life.
Wow.
No, wouldn't happen.
Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that wouldn't have never happened.
Oh, yeah. So that night, Pac and Suge got shot. How did you learn about that?
Over the walkie-talkies them cats had.
Okay.
Reggie was at 662. So when he started saying it and everybody saying Pac got shot, that night Suge only had a nick. Suge never had a bullet penetrate his head and he back moving around with everybody else. That's a lie. He had a nick on his head. The rumors from that day, from that night, somebody said that Suge had Pac pressed against the passenger door as if he used him as a shield. Because he was Suge and because he was passing everybody their checks, it went away. Everything goes away because everybody is used to this money.
Wow. Wait, so you say Suge Knight used Tupac as a human shield?
Do I say allegedly because I didn't see that?
Okay.
Allegedly, he used him as a shield. He pressed him up against the car. Wow. And if the police heard this, Tupac had a medallion on. And if Tupac was hit in that medallion, those facts will be true, right?
Yeah.
I've been a gangbanger. I've been sitting on the passenger seat, the driver's seat, and the back seat in drive-by shootings, getting shot at. And I ain't never heard a noun person that I just described, driver, passenger, and the backseat rider get hit center, dead center, in the chest.
Yeah.
In no car.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, your first movements are probably going to be to duck, to move away from wherever the shots are coming from, not to be.
You are smarter than half of the gangbangers that's living out every day on social media. That was the best thing to say. Your first reaction is to duck. You're not going to look up and see who's shooting at you.
Right.
You're going to get closer to in the seat that you can.
Yeah.
That explains everything.
Yeah. So
if you
go ahead.
Huh?
Go ahead.
If you get shot in the back of the ass, that tells you one thing. He was running and got shot.
Yeah.
We already know what you was doing. You was running from the scene of the crime and got shot. You got shot in the ass.
Yeah.
These dudes come back. You couldn't come back to the neighborhood with that. You couldn't come back. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, common sense. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So were you part of the security at the hospital then with Tupac?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't do. When Tupac got shot, when Tupac got shot, skilled, it was like, damn, everybody felt it. Everybody knew now it's really time to go to war. And I was with that part because this is our neighborhood.
Yeah.
And I killed everybody. My brother and all the homies that was working security at the MGM, they all should have got fired. because nowhere in the world Tupac should have been fighting Orlando. But number one, Tupac ain't a company nigga. Tupac ain't never seen Orlando a day in his life. So how did he know who Orlando was?
That's true.
It took one person out of all of those guys to say, they're the one go right there. And Tupac wanted to show his loyalty to all these cats, meaning my brother and the homeboys. He went over there and jumped on it. And then everybody else went and jumped in it. Orlando didn't have a choice.
Yeah, that was a sad night.
That was a very sad night. Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't have to happen.
Yeah.
It didn't have to happen.
No, not at all.
No.
So then you guys go back to LA. There was a lot of gun violence. A lot of people got shot. Were you part of that?
No.
No. Smart man.
Yeah.
Smart man. That's what I can tell you.
Yeah. Yeah. Seriously.
No. You know, the biggest part was Suge Knight and Puppy. And Suge got in his feelings because Puppy wouldn't bow down to what Suge wanted. And we lost Big Jake behind that. Suge tried to flex. And I used to tell Suge all the time, everybody ain't scared of you, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody ain't gonna run and tuck tail because of you. And this is why the homies is here, for the homies to conduct that business that you're trying to carry in front of the homies to do just what Tupac did. Show your loyalty to the hood. If you ain't never been from the hood, don't pretend to act like you from the hood. And that was Suge down bar. And everybody that I know of that had that power or possessed a little power, if you didn't know how to possess the power and use it, they all failed. They all failed. You see it on TV and I see it in every hood. If you don't know how to be that person, I done seen it with police that we used to fight before they became police officers. Now they police officers and now they want to beat you up. That ain't happening, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is Suge's downfall, trying to be something he wasn't.
Yeah. So how well did you know, speaking of police officers, how well did you know Reggie Wright before Death Row?
My house, Reggie Auntie's house, and the house on the corner was his grandmom and grandfather's house.
Okay.
I knew Reggie when Reggie was a little kid.
Mm.
All his cousins, everybody that used to go to Miss Wright house. As a little kid, I moved in Compton next door to them in '73. Me and my brothers would go to the store, market basket for Miss Wright's, for Reggie grandmom and granddad. We would rake the yard for the grandmom and granddad. Mr. Wright would go to the store, and if he took long coming back, we helped go look for him.
Oh.
So I knew Reggie's whole family. I've been knowing Reggie for very long, over 50 years.
Yeah.
So Reggie is not a brand new guy to me. And I try to explain that to all of these cats. I knew his dad before his dad became a cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, so they're
go ahead.
They're for me. They're like family. And I loved his mother and grandfather like he did.
Yeah.
That's not supposed to be.
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah. When you grow up in that neighborhood together, yeah, that's a good thing. Yeah.
And Reggie was lucky. Just like Reggie was lucky, and I say Suge was lucky. They grew up with their mother and father.
Yeah.
They have men in their life to tell them that's bullshit. You're not going out like that. You're not hanging. No. Get your ass in the house. Get away from them. They have fathers in their life.
Yeah.
My father didn't do shit but whoop my ass. My father taught me how to be violent.
Yeah.
My father didn't teach me how to fish, go fishing. He didn't teach me how to be a camper. He taught me how to absorb the ass whooping. If you cry, I'm gonna keep whooping your ass. That's what he taught me. The only thing he ever taught me.
Yeah.
Same thing in Haiti.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So there was a time, or that we've heard. So there was an incident where you got arrested. You only wanted Reggie to arrest you. What was the incident that happened, and why did you only want Reggie to arrest you?
I had a guy that was trying to talk to my sister from the other side of the fence, a crib.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, don't talk to my sister. I guess he took it upon himself to say, fuck me, and I ain't gonna do nothing to him. So this idiot and his homeboys come walking through my neighborhood. I approached them, I took off on them, started whooping their ass. We let them go. The police swarming around. We dip out. The only police officer I respected at the time was Reggie Wright Sr. And ain't nobody taking me to jail. Now I didn't have my run-ins with them. And I told him, Reggie Wright Sr., come to my mama. James done beat up some people and his ass need to stop. He need to go to jail. So tell him to come home. He going to jail. The only person that's going to arrest me is Reggie Wright Sr. With the majority of the shit I got into it with, that's the only one going to arrest me.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
I didn't physically stood there and y'all didn't put me in no motherfucking car. They tried to put me in the car and I'm telling you, they couldn't handcuff me and do nothing, right? We at my house, I'm having a party, they talking shit, so I start talking shit. And they trying to handcuff me, I wouldn't let them. And on that night, Buntry helped them put me in the car. Went through the other door, grabbed me by my belt on my pants, and pulled. And Buntry, I stayed mad at Buntry for like 3-4 months.
Wow.
He helped them. Reggie came, you should be, get your ass in the car. I got in the car.
Wow.
You like Reggie Sr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for Reggie, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Reggie, everybody in the neighborhood related to Reggie Wright Sr. Reggie Wright Sr. was that way from our neighborhood all the way to the Crip neighborhoods, all the way to the west side of Compton. Everybody dealt with Reggie Wright Sr. that way. That's because he respected us. He know what we're doing. He done broke up some fights. He done stopped some shit. My little brother Timmy was shot, I believe, 21 times on one occasion in a wrong neighborhood. And he went into the liquor store and dove over the bar. And they just got to shooting. And thank God he got hit from the waist down. Didn't paralyze him, nothing.
Wow.
We got the phone call. Me and my mom's, we hit up into these guys' neighborhood. These guys are all hanging out. I've been under the house with my granddaddy. I got dirt all in my hair, my face. And Reggie seen what was finna go down. And I was going over there to them cats. Oh, Piru, nigga, that's my brother. I was ready to accept that ass whooping. But Reggie grabbed me by my neck. Boy, what the fuck you think you gonna do? Get your ass over here. You wanna get killed today? No. So he had me, and I'm telling you, I'm sweating like a motherfucker. I'm musty. And I'm just working myself up. Sit your stinky ass down. Mahoney, take his ass home. James, get in the car. Got in the car, we left. So Reggie had that effect on us, and not just me. Reggie stopped a lot of shit when I was ready to just go out tripping. He stopped a lot of things from happening with a lot of those guys. So a lot of us can honestly say we owe our life to Reggie Wright Sr.
Yeah.
I got so many times where I was ready to go out and he stopped it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he sounds like a really good guy.
Yeah.
Just, I mean, you know, just good
He's
to people.
He's
You know
a
what I
fair
mean?
guy.
Yeah,
He's a
yeah.
fair guy.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
You know, when it's unfortunate we got social media and one person that ain't never met you start talking. Social media believes everything they hear. All social media want is the rah-rah person.
Yeah.
They don't want good people like yourself talking to people. Everybody want to bring out the worst in people.
Yeah.
Thank God I'm different. I'm so different from that. I don't want to talk about the next person that I don't know him.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about the next person's kids. So it's so effed up that he's getting the short end of the stick because he's a police officer or was a police officer.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All police ain't bad.
No, absolutely not. Yeah. Yeah.
No, for real. And I didn't understand this until I met Greg Cady. Greg Cady brought me to Australia. I went to Australia, I sold some t-shirts, and I did this book thing with him. And for him to be a police officer and to embrace me, this thug, he didn't look at me like that. Greg will tell you, my sugar was messing up one morning and I had to take my insulin. He took the insulin from me, asked me how many units, and he gave me my shot.
Nice.
He gave me my insulin.
Yeah.
His wife, his son embraced me like I was his brother. We partied, had drinks together. We kicked it as if he was my little baby.
Yeah.
His wife, I'm doing the show and I can't sell the t-shirts, go on and do your show. And she told by the time we was done, she damn near sold all of it.
Wow.
Wow.
So I got pictures of them. She hurt me like I'm just a regular person.
Yeah.
She didn't hug me like she didn't want to be, you know what I'm saying, at a distance.
Yeah.
And it gave me it made me see police different. They're human too. And all just because one is bad, all of them went bad. Because they're white don't mean I gotta hate them because they're white.
Yeah. Yeah.
And listen, I still have a good relationship with them right now today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful people.
Yeah. Yeah. So, what did you think about Reggie Wright Jr. taking over the head security at Death Row?
I didn't like it.
No.
Why not?
Reggie Wright Jr. was a police officer.
Mm-hmm.
And Reggie Wright had incidents with some of the homeboys, arresting them. And when Reggie Wright came to Death Row, the first thing I said, shit, what the fuck you doing? You can't mix criminals with police. You can't mix a penitentiary with the police. And I thought it was wrong. Everybody else was good with it. So it worked. Certain individuals that Reggie arrested, they weren't mad. They weren't tripping. And it was a good fit for Death Row because now you got the police and some of these guys that was taking that penitentiary risk by carrying that gun didn't have to do it no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
But I was totally against it at the beginning.
Yeah.
I told Reggie and I told Suge.
So now, while Reggie was head of security, did you ever feel some kind of way like, listen, dude, if you talk to me the wrong way, I'm gonna whoop your ass?
No,
No.
no. The only issues that I think they ever had or with Reggie is certain things Reggie would tell you straight out, no, that ain't cool. When Reggie was trying to, let's say, protect or show and say certain things, that wouldn't register because we only knew one thing, beast mode. And if I'm gonna say this, if Reggie wouldn't have came to Death Row, or I would have stopped Reggie from being on Death Row would have been ended a long time ago with gang members controlling situations.
Wow.
Wouldn't have went good.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense.
But to be fair though, I don't think Reggie got enough credit. Because people shit on Reggie all the time.
All the time.
And I mean, I like the guy. You know what I mean? So it's like,
Yeah.
But and that's where he don't get his credit because he's been criticized by gang members.
Yeah.
They're not telling the stories of regular people saying, or that was in a situation and Reggie came and stepped in and dissolved the situation. Those people are not being accounted for.
Yeah.
Only the gang members that believe in half of these dumb shits talk to the police on the daily. But by him being a cop, he's got to be bad. I had the same misunderstanding with police.
yeah.
Same misunderstanding. All police are bad. All white cops ain't good. They all want to kill us.
Yeah.
So when it came to Reggie, everybody's spitting fire and not the truth and not telling the truth. If Reggie fucked up, I tell Reggie, go back and listen to some of our videos on Gangster Chronicles. Me and Reggie fought every episode. Every episode. If I didn't think he was right, I called him on his bullshit. I didn't accept it and then later on say, Reggie, no, I'm gonna call you on your bullshit. And right now today, he calls me on my bullshit. That's why I love him. Because he called me on bullshit and I probably wouldn't be here today if he didn't do that for me.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, honestly, those are the best people to have in your life.
Yeah.
The people that will stand up and
That's
tell you
honest
no
with
when you need to be told no, or tell you yes when you need, when you need urging to move forward. Like, those are the best people in your life.
My lifetime, I had good friends, but real friends, I can count on one hand.
Yeah.
That have come at 4 o'clock in the morning, that have been there for me through thick and thin. Reggie is one of them.
Yeah.
That's what
It ain't, you lucky to wake up and say, I got 5 people that I know have been for me, living the lifestyle that I've had. I created enemies because I needed enemies. I needed to fuel the fire. I needed to keep enemies. Without enemies, I ain't got nothing to do.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, gangbanging is, it's a different, I mean, well, of course, it's a different lifestyle. It's, a different thought process,
But even friends you think you have, people you thought were in your corner,
Yeah.
they're not your friends anymore. I
Yeah.
mean, look at him and Suge. Because, him and Suge was friends at one point.
Yeah.
But now Suge is on every podcast and talking shit about
crap.
him.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody that protected you are damn near dead. Everybody damn near dead. Opposed to the guys that actually walked away and didn't want to go back to the penitentiary for the dumb shit. But the majority are dead.
Yeah.
Suge don't have the right to get on nobody podcast and say this, that, or the other about them.
when he know his hands is dirty. And this is the honest God truth. And not only his hands, all of our hands.
Yeah.
I have to include me too. But I'm afraid that he can honestly say his hands is clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Period. So when people say free Suge Knight, and people say Suge Knight or those guys was hating on Suge because he was the money,
Right.
those guys made Suge Knight.
Right.
Suge Knight couldn't have been Suge Knight, terrifying and this boogeyman they want to call him, without us.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never gonna happen.
Yeah.
He'd have been tested a long time ago.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
you know,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
When did you start kind of falling out with Suge?
When I started seeing the BS, everything started arising. I started seeing my homeboys arguing and fighting with each other, which we never really did like that or to that magnitude, like aggressively. We had a meeting and it was explained and said we fighting each other.
Yeah.
Come on. And we had one that went back and told the police. And this is how Reggie came. And things just started going downhill from there.
Wow.
We start touching people for Suge Knight. I'm gonna give you a story here. We had Roxbury's in Hollywood. We at the club. Everybody inside partying. Don't nobody see Suge, and everything is good. So when Suge get a whistle and have somebody come in here and get us, everybody run outside like it's gonna happen. So we get outside, and the Rounds football team is there, like 5, 6 of them, and one of the dudes on the Rams stretched Suge Porsche. And the girl he was with, Suge used to date the girl or whatever. So Suge telling us they tripping and they rah with him. So the first thing we do is take off on the Rams football team. We start whooping their ass.
Wow.
The whole team.
We were top of floors, beating them up. We whooped their ass. Everybody outside was like, I mean, these guys are big. They got their neck, their traps, their ears exposed. These some bull black motherfuckers, right?
Right.
And we whooping their ass. It was so bad. When the police pulled up, one of Suge's cousins, I don't want to say which one it was, is beating the shit out of one of them. And the dude only found refuge by going up under the police car.
Wow.
That's the only way he got off of it. But we whooped their ass that night. And then after it was over, Suge said, he stretched my car. Nigga, if you supposed to be this big guy, why you didn't take off on him? And the repercussions is that after the fact.
Yeah.
Now we know what we did is because you were in the number, not because you stretched your car. So I got so many stories where I can break a Suge Knight all the way down.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's in the bullshit.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's all bullshit.
Yeah.
So, you know, a lot of people on the outside looking in at, you know, this hip hop thing. And to really understand what hip hop and all of these rappers that's rapping and talking all this killer stuff, they not even with it like that. They don't even live like that. Some of them already come from good homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They just they want to be and they want to fit in with these particular crowds.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
But why though?
Yeah, I mean, that was I don't know, the culture back then. It was like, yeah,
I'm gonna give you a scenario. It's like standing in the rain by yourself, and you ain't got nothing to see, nothing to look at, nothing to touch, nothing to talk to. And a lot of these guys, like the majority of some of these white guys, they're enthused. They are like hyped up about the hip hop culture. When if you ask me what should I do if I run into it, I tell you to run.
yeah,
Find some human people just like yourself and you know,
yeah,
but these people are very, very limited.
No, stay away. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, for real,
Yeah.
yeah.
No, really, really. There are some women people out there.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. So, well, before we let you go, man, like I have one more thing to ask you, all right? So, at what age did you get locked up the first time?
At what age did I what?
Get locked up the first time?
Well, the first time I got locked up I was in the 3rd grade.
Jeez.
Dude,
Taking 2 butcher knives to school, chasing cats with a butcher knife,
Wow.
trying to poke.
you were a
After
baby.
that, I was in Los Padrinos every other week, maybe twice a month. I've been in there so much in the juvenile hall system, I know it by heart. 7285 Quill Drive, Downey, California, 9242. I stayed in that motherfucker.
Wow.
And I somewhat got myself right. And I was out there doing some stupid shit and wound up in prison. They thought giving me gang probation would keep me out of trouble. No, they gave me a year for every year I had on probation. And I damn near finished the probation up. So they sent me to prison.
Wow.
That's wild.
That is wild.
I've been out of prison since 1988, and I ain't never been back.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, yeah. So, did you ever do anything that you just deeply, deeply regret?
A whole lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did a lot of terrible things in my life. I truly believe today that I'll never get it back, but I do understand that God is a forgiving God.
Yeah.
As long as I stay on the right path and do right, one day I might be forgiven for the things I've done in my lifetime. If I have to be judged by it, so be it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm helping a lot of people that I see becoming me, or that's talking like they want to be me.
Mm-hmm.
Not me per se, but want to be a thug, want to live that so-called gangster life. My gangster today is taking care of my grandson, and
Yeah.
I've been having him since 1 year old, and he's been my road to recovery, should I say, of living right by being responsible for my grandson. I had him at 1 year old. He's 9, so I'm taking joy. I take pride in raising him right. Everything that I was, he's not.
Yeah. I think.
So God is putting.
Yeah. I
God
applaud
is
you.
putting right here.
Yeah.
Huh?
I applaud you
Yeah,
for telling your story,
Yeah.
for telling the truth. You know what I mean? Like telling your true story. Because, I mean, I think hopefully, people will listen. Hopefully people will hear it and, make a different decision down that path. Because, yeah, I mean, you're fortunate. You really are to still be alive here.
Yes,
I
man.
mean,
I am blessed.
yes.
I am blessed. And I believe that all the things I went through in my past, my teenage years, my adolescent years, my adult years, everything led up to this, for me to understand better and be better, for me to do what I'm doing today. And, you know, if I didn't start believing in God, I don't know where I would be today.
No, boy, you're doing good, man. You're doing amazing. Please keep up the good work, man.
Yeah.
Seriously.
We appreciate it. Yeah.
So you say people, I hope people listen. I have a whole lot that do, but I tell these cats, the devil don't never clock out. He on me every day. He don't never clock out. He's on this 24 hours a day job, 31 days, 30 days a week, a month.
Yeah.
He's always busy.
Yeah.
Always busy. And if I let my guards down, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble. Fighting Mob James and fighting to beat James McDonald is the hardest part of this. It's rough and it's hard. You know, I can never take somebody speaking on me. I have to go get you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now it don't matter. So I know God is working on me. And if we can spread the message and everybody listen or take heed, anytime y'all want to talk, we can talk. If it's getting too, you know, if it's, see how the devil just butt in? If it benefits us, and me, when I say benefit, meaning reaching people and people understanding the difference between our lifestyles and all this, you ain't got to be scared of me.
Yeah.
You ain't got to be scared of me. I'm just like everybody else. And I'm applying myself to be just like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah. That's a great message, Sue.
Yes, man.
That's a great message.
No, seriously, boy, thanks for being here with us, man. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
All the time.